Aquarius! Today is January 21st. There's something important you need to see today. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is all about being alert and ready to dig deeper. You're probably overanalyzing texts or conversations, trying to pick apart every little word. I see you debating with yourself, running through scenarios, trying to figure out what's real and what's just fear talking. That's the curiosity part kicking in hard. Hold on, don't jump to conclusions yet. This card warns against snapping to judgment. You're tempted to dismiss new ideas because they don't fit your current script. But that's exactly what you need to avoid. Ask questions instead. Stay open. Engage in the back and forth, even if it feels uncomfortable. That dialogue will open doors. I'm seeing you researching obsessively. Maybe you're scrolling through messages, rereading emails, or replaying conversations in your head. That's the Page of Swords energy. It's a double-edged sword, though. You can get stuck in overthinking, caught in analysis paralysis. It's like the more you know, the less you move. There's this itch to break free, but the fear of the fallout, maybe someone's reaction or a change in your routine, holds you back. Don't avoid the tough conversations or the mental tension. Lean into it. It's about using your mental agility to navigate the tension. You're not blindly running away or charging ahead. You're testing boundaries with questions. You're alert, ready to pivot if needed, but not frozen. So what does that look like for you? Instead of shutting down when things get tricky, try asking, what if I'm wrong? What else could be true here? Engage with the uncomfortable stuff. Debate ideas out loud. Write down your thoughts. Clear the mental fog with action, not just rumination. Freedom isn't without cost, sure, but the cost of staying stuck might be higher. Look for clues in your feelings, your conversations, your environment. Stay alert for the messages you might be missing because you're too busy worrying. It's not the final answer. It's the start of a mental journey. You're gathering intel before you move. And that's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out yet. So, Aquarius, as this chapter opens, lean into your curiosity, but don't let it trap you. Ask the questions that scare you. Watch your thoughts, don't become them. The Chariot shows up here. This card is about determination and willpower, pure drive pushing you forward. I'm seeing you set your sights on a goal, locking in tight. No distractions, no second guessing. The Chariot demands control. You have to steer, own your path, hold on. That control means more than just staying busy. It's about focus, discipline, a laser beam on what matters. The Chariot says, embrace the challenge. Don't back down when obstacles hit. You push through. You assert your boundaries. No one else runs this ride. That's your power. But wait, don't mistake this for bulldozing blindly. The Chariot warns against rigidity. You can't just barrel forward ignoring your instincts or the signals around you. That's where you trip. You overexert, you burn out. Control is not domination, it's alignment. You keep your hands steady on the reins, yes, but you also stay alert, flexible. You remember that tension from earlier between freedom and consequences? The Chariot asks you to hold that tension without losing your grip. You balance drive with awareness. Don't let emotions derail you. When fear or doubt creep in, you acknowledge them, but don't let them steer. You're the one in the driver's seat. Own that. I'm seeing you set clear goals here. No vague hopes. You write down what success looks like. Then you make a plan. Discipline kicks in. You show up daily. You cut out distractions like a laser scalpel. No room for maybe later. The Chariot's energy is relentless. It's about winning by staying on course. You block out noise that doesn't serve your direction. People who want to pull you sideways, you say no. You assert boundaries. Firm, clear, unshakable. That's the only way to keep momentum. You don't have time for drama or procrastination. This card is a call to action, not daydreams. I'm picking up that you might feel pressure to keep pushing no matter what. Watch out. The Chariot also warns about overdoing it. You can't ignore your limits. Rest isn't weakness, it's strategy. That balance between effort and recovery keeps your wheels turning. Don't burn the engine out trying to win the race in one sprint. Earlier, curiosity and open dialogue were your tools. Now it's about execution. You take what you learned, the questions you asked, and turn them into movement forward. You harness that mental energy into concrete steps. This card says, enough thinking, start doing. You have the will. You have the focus. What's missing? Maybe patience with the process. The Chariot reminds you that victory isn't always instant. Sometimes it's a steady grind, a fight through resistance. But if you keep your eyes on the prize, you'll get there. Now's the time to stop hesitating. Set those goals in stone. Plan your moves. Push through obstacles. Stay disciplined. You hold the reins of your own journey, no one else. The Chariot's energy is fierce, relentless, and clear. Use it. Own your drive. Victory is waiting on the other side of your focus. 3 of Swords reversed. I'm seeing a hard reset on old pain here. Like you're finally stepping out of a loop that kept dragging you back. The 3 of Swords reversed signals healing from past wounds, but it's not magic, it's active work. You're called to forgive yourself. Yes, that one. The weight you've carried, the blame you placed on your own shoulders, time to drop it. You felt those old patterns creeping back, despite all your effort. That sting? It's not new, but it's louder now because you're ready to face it. Don't ignore it. Don't shove it under the rug. Instead, grab a journal. Write the story you keep replaying. Write the apology to yourself you never said out loud. That's the glue for repair. The 3 of Swords, reversed, also warns against reopening those wounds. So here's the catch. Don't dig up the past to punish yourself or replay the drama for sympathy. It's tempting, I get it, but that's self-pity, and it's a trap. Instead, focus on release. Name the grudges you still hold, then let them go, one by one. You don't have to forget, you don't have to pretend it didn't hurt. But clutching pain like a lifeline, that's the old story dying. Therapy, honest talks, even a quiet moment alone can be your allies here. You don't have to carry the burden in silence. Reach out, share the load. That's resilience, not weakness. Emotional strength is built in these moments of surrender. You might feel resistant, I see that. It's scary to close these chapters because part of you has identified with the hurt. It's familiar, even comfortable in a twisted way. But that's the exact reason to push through. You're not defined by your scars. You're defined by how you choose to heal from them. Remember the tension earlier? The push-pull between freedom and consequence. The battle between control and flexibility. This card is the bridge. It's saying, healing isn't linear. You'll slip, you'll doubt, but each time you pick yourself up, you're rewriting your code. Honesty here is power, an invitation to reclaim your story with kindness, to stop reliving the betrayal, the heartbreak, the regret as if it's happening right now. You might have thought forgiveness was just for others. Nope. Forgive yourself for the mistakes, the should-haves, the could-haves. That's the real breakthrough. That's the emotional resilience this card demands. So what's the action? Pull out that old journal or open a new one. Write a letter to yourself. Apologize for the harsh judgment. Then tear it up or burn it safely. You're not erasing history. You're choosing peace over pain. And if you can, pick up the phone or schedule that session with someone who helps you unpack this. You don't have to carry the load alone anymore. You're on the edge of healing. Don't backslide. Don't cling to what no longer serves you. The future you want is waiting on the other side of forgiveness. Take that step. You're ready. The Star reversed. This card is flashing a red light on your connection to hope and inspiration. The Star reversed signals a block. You might be dodging your dreams or doubting the path ahead. This isn't just about feeling low. It's about losing faith in the process itself. I'm seeing a pattern where you push away creative sparks. You dismiss compliments or brush off ideas before they take shape. Sound familiar? It's like you're walking around with blinders on, ignoring the signals your intuition is sending. This card's core is disillusionment. You're wrestling with a creeping pessimism that's hard to shake. Maybe you got burned before, or maybe the weight of expectations is crushing your wings. Either way, it's time to face that moment of clarity you've been skirting around. What needs to be released isn't just a person or a habit. It's the story that says you're not worth the dream. Don't give up hope just yet. The Star, reversed, pushes you to reconnect with your inner compass. You don't have to leap blindly. Start small. Seek out what inspires you. Books, music, people who lift you without asking. These are not distractions, they're lifelines. I'm seeing you avoid creative projects like the plague right now. Maybe your sketchpad sits untouched or your journal gathers dust. That's the trap this card warns about. The more you hide from your creative self, the deeper the disconnect grows. Don't ignore the small nudges. Those moments when a phrase or a melody catches your ear, they're your soul's way of saying, keep going. This card also throws shade on cynicism. You might be telling yourself the dream isn't real or that people's praise is fake. That's the pitfall to avoid. Cynicism is a poison. It's a way to protect yourself from pain, sure, but it also closes doors. Instead, try this. When doubt creeps in, write it down. Name it. Then counter it with one small proof of your worth or progress. This simple ritual rewires your brain to trust again. Disconnection from hope looks like shutting down, but it's also a call to action. This card demands that you show up for yourself. That means setting aside time, no excuses, to nurture your inspiration. Maybe that's a daily walk without your phone, or a 5-minute meditation to clear your head. These aren't fluff, they're your rebuilding blocks. It's hiding behind clouds you can part. The moment of clarity you're reaching is about releasing the weight of doubt. When you do, you create space for trust to grow. Don't dismiss possibilities just because you can't see the whole path. Trust is messy. It's not about certainty, it's about willingness to take small steps forward, even when the way is blurry. This card asks you to lean into that discomfort. The clarity you seek isn't a grand revelation. It's a quiet knowing that you're still on the right track. Remember, it's okay to feel uninspired sometimes. That's part of the process, not a sign of failure. Pause, reflect, ask, what old story about myself am I ready to let go? What spark can I reignite today? You're on the edge of release. Let go of the hopeless script. Open the door just a crack. Light will find you there. The Magician appears here like a spotlight on your power. This card screams manifestation and resourcefulness. You're at a turning point where clarity hits. What you need to release is doubt. Don't underestimate your skills now. See, the Magician calls you to use everything at your disposal. Mind, body, spirit, environment. It's about initiative. Starting new projects, visualizing success, acting with confidence. Don't confuse confidence with arrogance. Overconfidence is the pitfall here. The Magician asks you to be sharp, not reckless. Remember those moments when you hesitated? That pause cost you energy and momentum. The Magician says, no more waiting for perfect conditions. You have what you need. Stop wasting resources, time, energy, focus on second-guessing yourself. You might feel pressure to control outcomes perfectly, but watch for manipulation. That's a trap. Trust your authentic power. It's creation, not coercion. Actually, no. This is about setting your intentions clearly and moving forward with skill, not forcing results. You're clearing the fog of past fears. The moment of clarity is here. Release the false limits you've carried. You don't need anyone else to validate your power. The Magician urges you to take initiative. Pick up that project you shelved. Use your talents unapologetically. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's a tool. Imagine success in vivid detail. Map out your steps, then act. The Magician demands action rooted in belief. You can't manifest what you won't commit to doing. It's tempting to doubt your abilities when hope feels distant, but the Magician says, no more. You're the creator of your path. Own that. You're resourceful beyond measure, even if you forgot for a moment. Hold tight to your skills. They're your anchor. Think back to where you felt stuck. The moment of clarity reveals that the block was self-imposed. Release that. The Magician nudges you to start fresh. Turn your ideas into reality by engaging all your senses and talents. You knew the tension between wanting freedom and fearing fallout. The Magician helps you break that cycle. Take the initiative to transform fear into power. Use your hands, your voice, your mind. Take the step you've been avoiding. Don't waste your gifts by waiting for permission or perfect timing. The Magician demands you act now with skill and intention. You're not just dreaming, you're doing. Let go of hesitation. Let your power flow. Visualize your success clearly. Lay out your plan. Then move. Take initiative. That's the call. The Magician is your reminder. You have everything you need to create the life you want. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience and strength. Use all your tools. The clarity you have now isn't vague. It's a signal. The moment to release doubt and step into your power is now. Manifest boldly. Aquarius, we're closing this cycle with a heavy, powerful mix. The Ten of Swords, reversed, is your final card here. This card is all about recovery and regeneration. You've hit that painful low before, but now you're stepping out of the dark, letting go of what no longer serves, starting fresh. No more dragging old wounds behind you. Don't rush past that. The Ten of Swords reversed demands you lean into healing. It's not just about survival, it's about thriving after the storm. This card calls for action. Release grudges, say goodbye to the past, and embrace new beginnings with open arms. This card hits hard with burden and responsibility. You've been carrying too much, saying yes to everything, working late nights, feeling crushed under the weight of your own commitments. Prioritize. Take the breaks you've been denying yourself. You can't keep this pace without burning out. See how these two cards talk? One says, heal and start over. The other says, lighten your load so you can do that. The message? You cannot regenerate under the weight of endless stress. You've got to shed what's draining you. Remember the Three of Swords, reversed? Healing from past wounds is essential to this story. Forgive yourself. Let go of grudges. Don't reopen old wounds like they're trophies. You're not a victim here. You're a warrior walking away from the battlefield. Revisiting old journals, seeking therapy, or simply giving yourself that apology you've been postponing. This work frees you. And it's the work you've been avoiding. But wait, there's a tension here. You might feel disconnected from hope right now. That spark you once had, it's flickering, maybe even snuffed out. This card says, don't give up yet. Reconnect with your dreams. Trust the process, even when it feels bleak. Avoid cynicism. Say yes to small sparks of inspiration. Pick up a brush, write a line, sing a song. Anything to invite light back in. You recognized this tension when clarity felt uncomfortable earlier, between wanting to move forward and feeling stuck in doubt. You're not done yet, Aquarius. The light is waiting for you to reach back. And then, the Magician steps in, your power card. Manifestation and resourcefulness are your tools. The Magician urges you to use your talents, take initiative, and believe in your own power. You have everything you need to create. Don't underestimate yourself. Start those projects you've been dreaming about. Use every tool at your disposal. Visualize success. The Magician reminds you, you're not helpless. You're the creator of your own story. Just don't slip into overconfidence or manipulation. It's a balance. Use your power with integrity. Finally, the Page of Swords shows up, curious and alert. This card encourages you to ask questions, stay open-minded, and engage in honest dialogue, especially with yourself. Overanalyzing can trap you, sure, but so can dismissing your own doubts. Be inquisitive, but don't get stuck in your head. Debate your fears, research your options, but then act. Curiosity isn't just mental, it's a call to action. And the last piece is the Chariot. Determination and willpower. Control your direction, stay focused. Push through obstacles with discipline. The Chariot is your reminder. You have the drive to claim victory, but you must balance it with awareness. Don't let emotions derail you. Don't overexert. Assert your boundaries. This is about steering your life with clear intent. Put it all together, Aquarius. The work you've been avoiding, the healing, the release, the letting go of burdens, was the pattern you spotted but didn't name earlier, and it's exactly what sets you free. You can't manifest or move forward without it. You can't trust your dreams if you're weighed down or disconnected from hope. You have the power to create, but you must clear the path first. So, here's your call to action. Start that inner clean. Up. Forgive yourself. Say no to what drains you. Reignite your hope with small, intentional steps. Use your skills to build the life you want. Push forward with clear focus and willpower. The last card is yours, the Ten of Swords reversed, reminding you, After the darkest night comes the dawn. You're not just surviving anymore, you're ready to thrive. The work you've been avoiding is the work that sets you free. Step into that freedom today. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.